Sunday Night Football Week 4 rolls into Washington for the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Redskins. Washington 1-2 looking to bounce back in a tough NFC East. Minnesota try to go to 3-1 and challenge Green Bay for the NFC North title. It'll be a good one tonight. So after one, we are tied at 0 here in the nation's capital. Will be 1st and 10 from the 17. 8 to snap. Cousins snaps it. Looking, pass caught. Kelly inside the 10. He's going to shove his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. What a score from Kelly. And just like that, the Redskins, they drive down the field and they score. It's a screen from out of the backfield. And Kelly just trucks and moves back Harrison Smith, and he says, I'm just going to get into the end zone. You're not stopping me this time. And wow, after the huge play by Doxson, and the Redskins are the first to score tonight, surprisingly, on a tough Vikings defense. So here's the kick from Hopkins, and it's good, and it's 7-0. 2nd down and 10 for Minnesota at the 19. Keenum, pitch. This is McKinnon to the outside. McKinnon, touchdown, Minnesota. And it's not Dalvin Cook this time. It's Jerick McKinnon, who's gotten limited playing time this year. Gets to the outside, and he is gone. 19-yard rushing touchdown. And Minnesota, right after the Washington touchdown, they strike back and have an opportunity to tie up this ball game. Case Keenum getting his team down the field in about 4 minutes, and now we have an offensive game. So here's the extra point to tie this thing up. It's up and through, and we are tied in Washington. So here's the field goal to make this a 3-point Minnesota Viking lead. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up and through, and it is 10-7. Minnesota takes their first lead of the game. At halftime, it is 10-7. The Minnesota Vikings lead by 3 over the Washington Redskins. The Redskins, they get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see what they can do with it. So this kick will tie the game at 10, a defensive third quarter. And we'll see if Washington can finally put points in the quarter, and they will. And we're tied up at 10 in a close Sunday night matchup. And that's the end of 3, tied at 10. It'll be one fun fourth quarter. We'll be back shortly. 3rd down and 2 from the 5. Keenum in shotgun, no one in the backfield. 7 to snap. Keenum looks, fires, and it's a touchdown, Minnesota. Right on the receiving end, his first touchdown of the year, and the Vikings strike early in the fourth quarter and score to go up 16-10. Double coverage on Wright on the quick curl, but he's able to secure it, and Minnesota drives down the field on the start of the fourth, and they're able to punch it in. And now Washington faced with a bit of a deficit on this next drive. So here's the PAT to make it a 7-point game, and it is good, and it's 17-10, the Vikings on top. 2nd and goal from the 2, a touchdown can ice it. Handoff, and this is Asiata for the touchdown. How about the fullback getting into the game and scoring, and Minnesota probably just sealed the deal here in Washington on what has been a amazing rushing attack for the Vikings, and they get their second rushing touchdown, this time with the fullback, and they're up 23-10 on the Redskins, who won in London last week. Their home opener has not been the way they wanted, in the second half at least. So this to make it a 14-point game. And it's good, and it's 24-10 Minnesota. 2-minute warning in Washington with the Vikings up by 14. Redskins get to the line quickly, 1:51 and ticking. Cousins takes the snap, looks, fires, it's caught, touchdown! And Washington's not done just yet. Josh Doctson for the touchdown. And man, these Washington fans are on their feet. They're excited because they're not out of this game just yet. It'll be a huge upset if Washington can pull this off. But there's Doctson one-on-one. And the Vikings, who are usually good about this is one of the best secondaries in the league, just allow Doctson to blow right past them. And it's an easy score. And all of a sudden, this is a one-possession game again. The kick's up. And it's 24-17. What a sequence of events we have here. And the game is over, and the Minnesota Vikings will go to 3-1, and they'll be one game behind the Packers, who won today against Chicago. So they go to 4-0. Minnesota 3-1. They'll be second in the NFC North. The Redskins will fall to 1-3, and they'll be last in the NFC East at the moment. And they have to go to MetLife to face a tough Giants team next week. But overall, Minnesota, they took control in the second half, and they'll win this game 24-17. Take a look at your stats and the boys in purple. Dalvin Cook will be a significant loss for this offense. Injured at the start of the fourth quarter. He'll miss 2 to 4 weeks with the abdominal strain. Kirk Cousins, though, 20 for 30, a really good night. No turnovers in this game, which is really bizarre. But anyway, this is American Sports Coverage. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. Signing off.